Hello everyone, so this video is about schooling in Nigeria and schooling in Canada, my experience so far, right? Yeah, I'm still new in Canada, right? Like it was 1 month and I got to Canada yesterday. So, but I've had lectures and then I've seen the difference between schooling in Canada and schooling in Nigeria. So the thing is that the things that I've noticed that okay, firstly, I mean, there's a whole lot of difference, right? For me personally, I've had my BSc in Nigeria. I did my MSc in Nigeria. So, I mean, I've had a couple of experience in two different schools about lecturing and about being a student. So, I think I am in a good position to give my own view, right? So, one of the things is that you are you are respected by your lecturers, right? So on the first and second day, like what we get to do is that there's a schedule of what you are going to do, like for each day, that you have to come for lectures. Like the date is there, there's a schedule that you have for your lectures, the topic you are going to take, the time you are going to start, like everything. There's a breakdown of what you do on each day that the course is meant to take place, right? So that's one thing. Like there's a schedule, not just that you go to class and your lecturer doesn't come, or maybe you don't even know the topic you're going to take that day. You know the topic you're going to take that day. You have the PowerPoint already on your there's something my school uses, it is called Bright Space. So you have the lecturer is displaying the PowerPoint slide and you're also looking at it on your laptop. So it's like it's prepared for the class, and you know what you are meant to do. You have like a download of what the class is going to be about. So that's one thing I like so much, and it makes a whole lot of sense. And another thing I observed about schooling in Canada is that even if your lecturer has something to share, like maybe a schedule or maybe something in a paper, they don't mind coming to meet you on your table. Not that you have to go and meet them where they are. And it shows a whole lot of respect for individuals, for students. It's like it's equal rights. Yes, you're a lecturer, I'm also a student, and it is because I am a student that you're a lecturer. There is no lecturer without a student, right? That's a very good one that I love about this part of the world. Another thing that I love about it is that you can send emails to your lecturers, you can talk to them. I mean, on the second day of or on the second class I took for one of my courses, the lecturer said, okay, we were meant to start class from 12:30 to 1:30 to 1:45, and the lecturer was on time. 12:30 she was in, classes started, and then we were done at about 1:35. So she said okay, she was going to stop the class there because we were done with the schedule for the day. And then she said she was going to stay for like 10 minutes so that we can come and talk to her about anything. Maybe you want to see her, maybe you want to share something with her. And I'm like, hey God, you can't even try this in Nigeria, because at school in Nigeria you won't even see your lecturer, your professor. You have to be it's like you want to see, I don't even know how to say it. Like they don't even have time for you, and the ones that have time for you, they don't even, I mean, it's a different game. There's something schooling here, like just being here for a few days has done to my mentality. Like there was a time, like okay, on this same lecturer that I'm talking about, the first class we had a conversation, and the topic was on we were reviewing a journal, like something that was in the news, that a minister was saying that is either people shape up or they ship out. And then she was like asking about our view. I spoke that day, and most of us were like saying that okay, what the minister meant is that people should give their best, or they leave the system and things like that. And at the end of the day, we realized that the way they see things here is different, because she was telling us that she was having that conversation with our other colleagues, and in their mind they were like, this is toxic, this is wrong. How can you tell people to shape shape up or ship out. Like it is wrong. You don't do that. Like you are, what you are doing is affecting people, it's affecting their job. And I'm like, you can't even try this in Nigeria. Like, she was making us to see a different point of view, that you know um what the minister said is wrong. Like, you don't, like, communication matters, motivation matters and things like that. And I'm like, no, this is quite different. And it makes me to understand that the way we see things is because of where we are coming from, is because of the way we have been trained, is because of possibly some of the economic factors. Like, you don't have a job and they're telling you to, somebody that is like a salesperson, and they're telling you to either shape up or ship out. Like, you want to do everything that you want to do so that you can keep your job, but because there's a lot of opportunities here, and people, you don't even talk to them. Like, one of my colleagues, she was like saying that I got a mail from maybe the HR and I'm not happy about it. She cannot be talking to me like a dog. Like, here, you can't just talk to them anyhow, even if it is via email, via verbal conversation, because, like, for them, you don't have the right to talk to them anyhow. And it is that same notion that they used to deal with people, that they don't talk to you anyhow. Like, you cannot just open your mouth and talking to people anyhow. Like, no, it's not right. Like, it's being rude. Do you understand? So that's one thing that I really, I'm still having like a mindset shift. Like, oh my god, this is how things are done, this is how things should be done. Because sometimes when you're coming from a place where your thoughts has been bastardized, and you are seeing the wrong things as the right thing, you tend to, have a poor mindset. And when people treat you anyhow, you see it as normal, whereas it is not normal. Okay, that's some of the things that I've, seen about the educational system here. And I've not had that experience, but I even got to know that even if, like, you are not being, like, you've already enrolled for a course, and maybe you cannot carry on, you can still drop the course. Like, I think there's a deadline, maybe before the middle of the semester, you can still drop the course, that I have a lot of things that I'm going through, that okay, I cannot take this course anymore. Like, it's so flexible. And I like that part, that things are not cast on stone. It's not like, it has to be done this way. You don't even care about, people's lives. You don't care about what people feel. You don't care about people's emotions. That is obtainable where I come from. And for me, this is an environment where I want my children to school. I want them to grow, because they have a different mindset about, human being. Of course, sometimes it can have an adverse effect in some way, right, if not properly handled. But then I think I love that part of the lecturer being accessible, because I didn't really enjoy that in my school, where I was coming from at some point. Like, I like the fact that my lecturer is accessible. I can talk to you and you create time for me. I like the fact that you you respect me. Yes, you are my lecturer, and then you respect me. And then I can send you emails. I have access to you. Like, you come to class on time. If I'm leaving my job to come for a class, I know that my lecturer will be there. Not that I come to school and then you don't come to class, and then you don't apologize, and then it's like it's normal. Like, no, things are done so properly here. And I mean, I'm so grateful to God to be here. I mean, what I have learned in the past couple of days has really shaped my mindset, has really made me to know that things can get better, and that I really need to unlearn and relearn. Because if you are not careful, for the past couple of years, what has shaped your life can continue to be your belief. So I'm really trying, and I'm going to be very intentional about unlearning and relearning, and knowing that things can be done properly. And I'll need to try to inculcate the things I've learned here, the good things that I've learned here, and ensure that they are a part of me. And by that, I'm sure that my coming here, it's going to yield very positive results. So thank you. Those are the things I love about the educational system. I'm going to give you more updates as time goes on. Thank you for watching. Bye.